Well, our foundation has been involved with Florida for at least 5 to 6 years around prisoner reentry, and we have actually provided a grant to the Collins Center to assist in engaging the business sector around the issues of prisoner reentry. The version of prisoner reentry that you will get from professionals varies depending on where they sit. So you will hear from the substance abuse people that the vast majority of people coming out of prison have substance abuse issues to deal with if they're going to be successful. Law enforcement is concerned about the high recidivism rate, that the large number of individuals that are coming out reoffend within 3 years and end up making up almost the majority in a state like California. I think it's 60-some% of everybody who comes into prison every year has been in prison before and has reoffended. In Florida, I think Steve Seibert said it was approximately 42%, I believe, of somebody who comes into prison each year has been there before. We're very interested in deepening the role of the business community as what I would call unlikely allies in the work to change the results that are being accomplished from the correctional system around prisoner reentry. How do you bring the business community? And nationally, I work in a lot of states. The business community is not an ally in this work. They have not made prisoner reentry, reforming the correctional system, a priority for the United States Chamber of Commerce, for example, or state manufacturers associations. Here in Florida, we have the Associated Industries and Barney Bishop and the State Chamber and Tax Watch and some leading business groups beginning to take a look at the business case for change. So my hope is out of this conference that there will be a next step that our foundation will engage with in Florida that deepens the role of the business community and becomes a place for other business groups and leaders around the country to look to as to how they can play a role in their states across this country. We're not a criminal justice foundation. We got into this because of our interest in improving outcomes for vulnerable kids and families. In this country, what we're seeing is the large rate of incarceration and connection with the criminal justice system, even those that are not incarcerated, that may be on parole or probation, or that are coming in and out of the county jails. Some 8 to 10 million a year coming out of the county jails, 2 to 3 million a year coming out of state and federal prisons. And you add that year after year after year, and we're looking at large numbers of individuals that have been impacted by the criminal justice system. If we cannot figure out a way to kind of increase the odds while they're engaged with the criminal justice system for success, we're not going to improve the outcomes, not just for that individual that's coming out of prison, but for the kids of that individual that remain in the community and the caretaking parent that remains in that community. There are probably 7 to 10 million children in this country that are impacted by incarceration, and we don't really know what that impact is on their future. That's why our foundation cares about this. It is a huge issue, much bigger than people's concern about welfare and welfare reform. This dwarfs most other social challenges that we have in this country today.